shift gears now as we want to get to, I like to call him my twin brother, Nick Carboni. Nick Carboni is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, following my Tar Heels as they play their first round game. That's what I've been calling it because they did the play-in game. They won against San Diego State. Now they're gearing up to play Ole Miss tomorrow. Nick, they just finished practice. You just finished hearing from the guys. What did they have to say?
Well, yeah, let me step out of the way because this is how it works at these tournament sites, Nick. Teams have open practices on their first day. You can see a smattering of fans in the building. We did find some Tar Heel fans. I think with a quick travel turnaround, I'm not sure how many are going to make it for tomorrow's game, probably a lot more than this. But the Tar Heels fans we see here today, and we'll hear from them on the news tonight, they live here. I mean, the Tar Heels are a national brand, a global brand, and so a lot of Carolina fans in this area were psyched when they saw that North Carolina, if they won a Dayton, which they did, would be right here in their town in Milwaukee. So yeah, practice just wrapped up, and I will also tell you this, and I've covered the tournament for a long time. I've covered Carolina, Duke, Tennessee, a lot of teams. I'm not sure I've seen as hard of a practice in this public and open setting as I just saw Hubert Davis put the Tar Heels through. They mean business, Nick. They've got a massive chip on their shoulder. Coach Davis is really the only one saying, I don't listen to any of that stuff. I haven't read any of it. I don't hear it. All the players did, and you saw that come out against San Diego State on Tuesday night, a 27-point win that felt like a 45-point win, Nick. So they got Ole Miss. The Rebels are practicing behind me right now. That's tomorrow at 4 o'clock Eastern.
Nick, I just want to point out that R.J. Davis, he was 6 for 6 for 3. I just want to point that out. I mean, it's not really a question, but I just wanted to say that. It's me being the UNC fan.
No, you're right to. Hey, you're right too. And here's the thing with R.J. Davis. What does everybody say you need come tournament time? You need a veteran guard. He is that, and he is also that guard, that senior, that grad student with no eligibility left that knows if he doesn't leave it all out on the line, if he doesn't play his best, his college basketball career is going to be over. And although he's going to have a shot to play professional basketball somewhere, Nick, he absolutely loves his college experience. He loves the Tar Heels, and he wants to keep this thing going. So 6 for 6 the other night, that was a Tar Heels tournament record. I mean, this is a program with so many big names, such a storied history. Even since the three-point line came about, to have him get that record the other night was massive, 6 for 6. And the Tar Heels also set records too, shooting-wise. This is a team that a lot of people didn't even think should be in the field. And then they're setting event records. So that's why they've got that chip on their shoulder, and I think they still do.
You mentioned there was some controversy with North Carolina making the tournament. On my bracket, I have them making it to the Sweet 16. I asked you this a couple of days ago, Nick. Is that delusional? Are you changing your tune a little bit after seeing them play against San Diego State?
I absolutely think this team can make the Sweet 16. I told you that the other day, and then I saw them beat San Diego State like they did. It's going to be a bigger challenge here in Milwaukee. They're going to get Ole Miss coming out of that really vaunted Southeastern Conference, and then they'll probably have to play Iowa State. But of all the SEC teams, I mean, Ole Miss wouldn't even crack the list of my top 5 that I wouldn't think the Tar Heels would beat. So I think they have a real shot tomorrow. They are favored, and then they're probably going to play Iowa State. And everybody around here, all they can talk about is how many players are out for Iowa State, some of their best players, and they're down to a pretty short bench too, and that matters this time of year. And Carolina's getting deeper and deeper. We're seeing some of these role players step up and give Hubert Davis some productivity in the minutes he's giving them in big moments. So I think that all comes into play. And honestly, when we looked at the bracket the other day, I said, yeah, I mean, that doesn't look like the most daunting task to get out of Milwaukee. And then they're going to play in Atlanta if they get to the Sweet 16. And it's going to be all Carolina blue at that practice, I can tell you that.
Nick, I might end up making an appearance in Atlanta if they make it that far. I do want to ask, Nick, does this team remind you of that team from a couple of years ago, Hubert's first year, where they started out poorly in the season, they caught on fire, and then they made it to the national championship?
Yeah, in a way. And it's funny, the guys were just being asked about that in the locker room, and it varies because they were being asked, hey, did you follow that team? Some of these guys are like 18 years old, Nick, so even 2 years ago was forever ago to them, and they might not have been paying attention. But Seth Trimble actually said he did follow that team, and he was actually at that Final Four. He was already a North Carolina commit. So they have seen in recent memory what this Tar Heels team can do if you let them in. You let them in, now their approach is you got to knock us out. Take your best shot. And Hubert Davis, of course, he led that team. Hubert Davis, for all the flack he's taken the last couple of weeks, and the other time he didn't make the tournament, he's 8-2 in the NCAA tournament. Nick, he's fared better in this event and in total wins than some of his predecessors at North Carolina. It doesn't always feel like that, and doesn't mean he's better than those guys, but he does have a resume that's building, and he's starting to build it in March. So another couple of wins, I think that kind of calls off the dogs.
Well, Nick, before I let you go, I do want to ask, how's Milwaukee so far? How was the travel? Have you gone to any good restaurants so far? Got any good bratwurst?
So, all right. So here's my food travel so far. I woke up at 3. Got on the flight out of Charlotte at 6. Before I did that, I got some banana bread in Terminal A, fantastic, at Starbucks. Got here, went to Detroit, sprinted to another plane, got here to Milwaukee, got my media credential, and they had some peanuts and some coffee. So that's what I'm working with, dude. But it's only for you, buddy. But yeah, I'm definitely, my in-laws are from here. My wife is from here. I know all the spots. I know that got to get some cheese curds, and there's a lot of other stuff that's good around here too. So I'll get into that. But right now, man, we're just operating on love of the game right now.
I love it. Locked in. Nick Carboni, live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, covering my Tar Heels, covering America's team. That's basically what he said, covering America's team. Nick, thank you for your time, man.
That's bold, a little bold, Nick. Okay.